ගරු SMM ශරෆ් මැතිතුමා විනාඩි 4 ඔබතුමාට.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to add my remarks and contribution to the committee stage debate on the tourism industry in Budget 2021. As we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the tourism industry along with many other sectors all over the globe. The impact of COVID-19 on our communities is surreal. It was painful and emotional. Adults breaking down, and it's not only about communities, and I'm sure it is same in various sectors. Economic and emotional negative impact of COVID-19 is deep. However, we need to set ourselves ready to face the most decisive situation of the 21st century with a firm idea of rebuilding the tourism industry, moving towards a safer and more sustainable tourism. The government should innovate ways to promote the tourist industry within the local tourists with the proper health and safety protocols while global tourism is getting back to normal. There should be a way to provide the agility demanded by new travel trends emerging from COVID-19. I represent Digamadulla electoral district and my hometown is Potuvil, where the Argambay is situated. Argambay is a well-known tourist destination and one of the world's best surf destinations and also recognized as a tourist zone in the east coast of Sri Lanka. Many people in my constituency depend on the earnings from tourism throughout the year. But due to this COVID-19 pandemic, people, I mean not just the people directly related to tourism, but the people from sectors that are interconnected with tourism facing hardship for their day-to-day survival. The fear of hunger seems greater now than the fear of COVID-19. Many need tourism to save livelihoods. According to SLTDA, there were 402,607 direct and indirect employment opportunities created in 2019 last year alone. From this number, we can assume that most of them may have lost their job due to this pandemic. What are the plans from the government for these people to uplift their livelihood? As I said, this is a crucial time in the history of our world, but we cannot just ignore the fact. We just need to work together to uplift people's lives as it is the vital role of democracy. I am here to represent my people. While welcoming the relief package given by the government of Sri Lanka and in view of the second wave of the epidemic now hit all across the island, and Chamber of Tourism and Industry would like to urge the government to consider further relief to the stakeholders of the tourism industry. Number one, tour guides and tourist drivers were given a relief package as a one-time payment of Rs 20,000 and 15,000 respectively. Since there has been no tourist business happening, I would like to suggest the same payment to be continued for another 6 months till the tourism industry resumes operations. Number two, tourist hotels around the island are the biggest hit due to the outbreak. A moratorium on loan and vehicle leasing payments was given to the tourism sector for 1 year. Since there has not been any improvement in the industry, it is suggested that the moratorium to be extended to a further 1 year. Although there was a relief given in a capital payment, the bank have been charging interest payments. Tourism industry has been paying an interest rate from 9% to 15%. And it is suggested to totally remove interest payments or to reduce interest rates to 4%. Since only some of the employees in the hotel and travel sector are members of EPF, ETF funds, the majority of employees who are contract temporary category don't receive any compensation from the state. Therefore, it is suggested that a suitable scheme to be worked out to support those who are not covered by the EPF, ETF schemes.
Honourable member, your time is over. Please wind up.
Please give me one more minute. And also Sri Lanka has 12 domestic flight operators whose flights are already grounded. It is requested to extend the financial relief offered to them till normal returns. And also I will remind you in Argambay area, there is a drinking water issue. Most of the groundwater is salt water in Argambay. So we are connecting to water board of Argambay per day. They give the water supply only 30 minutes per day. It is very difficult to manage our tourism development in this area. And also we have some shortage in Argambe area. There is no proper street line installation. Did not have any proper street line system in Argambe tourism zone. Due to these issues, most of tourists face a lot of problems, especially at night time on the internal access road. Also, Tourism Association have sent many requests to the particular official to take necessary action to solve these issues, but still not yet. So please take necessary action to solve the issues in this area as soon as possible. Therefore, Honorable Minister, we humbly request to your good office to take necessary action to solve the above mentioned all issues through your good office and other relevant officials as soon as possible. Thank you very much.